further.
Let's see. Crack this open.
A homemade silver knife.
Pretty groovy.
Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the
Looks
crime.
like Twitch just had some kind of network error or something. That's weird. So we have a silver knife inside the brazier, right? Eyeballs. Eyeballs! Silver weapon is used and destroyed in the brazier. What is this one? Presence of water is due to the humidity. Presence of water is due to... Yeah, we don't know what that is, so we can leave that as is for now. Get rid of stroke. No. So we're done here for now. No, the whole thing did it. All of Twitch went down for a second. It was very weird. I saw it and I was like, what? And I looked at my thing, it was still broadcasting. I was like, okay. So then I refreshed the page and then it came back. Very weird. Very weird. So, dialogue. Wasn't just you, brah. It was her, buddy. Thank you, Twitch. You son of a bitch. Let's see. Let's go to, Ooh, question is, where does the dialogue stem from, right? It's about Mithras. That's probably going to be... It's probably Scotland Yard. It's going to be one of the duders, I would think. You're not a surprise. You should be a surprise. You make a surprise right now. Let's see. Let's see if we can talk to somebody. So he seems... Let's try this dude.
Please escort... What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only...
Which energy company are you talking about?
The cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one.
Oh,
And
LG.
yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Dang.
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Wow.
Well,
Who
Sir
knows what they're
Rodney
doing?
thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there?
Do you have, like,
They are so
automatic
extraordinary.
heat or something
And
turned on?
we had hoped, but
Maybe that was doing it? Or automatic air cooling or
it's a
something?
tragedy that he has passed away, taking
No
all
clue.
of his secrets with him.
Maybe somebody's
As
secretly
soon as
going
I've
into your
been
house
released,
and turning on
I
their
will
mining
continue
equipment.
some of his researches in his memory.
Somebody's mining in your house, man.
Please escort this. The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Oh, that's a good call, Cry.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
Oh,
He
so
believed that
funny.
the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
Yeah, that's weird. You might want to talk to them and ask them to verify what the hell's going on then.
Please
I mean, if you're nowhere
escort
near
this
that,
suspect
I
for
don't know why they'd be
interrogation.
charging you that.
Perhaps you could explain
Yeah,
the
it's
cult
weird.
of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
They are stupid.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
So, Garrow's behavior and Garrow's drug. Garrow is tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse. He's been driven insane, a condition worsened by the medication he's taking. That sounds about right. Garrow is melancholic. He's a victim of over-medication. Hence the hallucinations and unpredictable behavior. His state has been worsened by the shock of Rodney's death. That sounds about right. But they both sound right, don't they? They both sound right. I don't know, I kind of feel like this is more accurate, but I might be wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely wrong. Simulation, okay. Interesting. Okay. So what else do we need to do here? So we need to find a use for those. Alright, back to the excavation at St. Albans. That's pretty awesome, man. 26th floor. Jesus Christ. You are way oop there. I have a big old... Dude, you should post some pics. Would you mind posting some pics out your window? I'd love to see what your view is. You can see all my views and shit. I put them on Instagram all the time. With mountains in the background and stuff. I think it's always cool to see, like, you know, through other people's eyes for a moment. It's like, what is a glimpse of your life like? What does it look like for you? I used to think that when I would drive, like, across country, I'd look at these small little homes out in the middle of nowhere and I'd be like, what is their life like, you know? They get up in the morning, they tend the fields, or they get up in the morning, they drive to some tiny-ass factory out in the middle of nowhere. You know? Each one of our lives are independently unique like that.
Construction hooks.
I think some of the weirdest developments are the ones that are just around like little turnoffs or turnpikes out in the middle of Middle America, you know, where you'd have like just an Arby's and maybe a gas station. And those are the two places where people live. And then there's maybe 20 or 30 homes around it. And people have formed a life just around this little turnoff, you know? It's like, wow, what do? You get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home, you watch TV. It's like, what is your life? Oh, wow. That was quick, thanks. Oh, cool. That's a nice river, too. Dude, your view's nice, though. I bet it looks really nice at night, too, when all the lights turn on. Very cool. Wow, yeah, that's great. Cool, man. Right on. Very, very cool. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, Sharon. Sharon! So I really can't use this yet?
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
It's nice when they have those giant windows, right? Yeah, to me, they're a blessing and a curse. If where you live is fucking hot, then sometimes those windows will light your ass up. Like when I was in Texas, I had my living room was all windows, all across the right-hand side. I had the house built. And it was great during winter and stuff, but man, summer rolled around, it was like, air conditioning was like at full bore. I was like, wow, that I didn't think that through. I should have put them on the other wall. You know? That's pretty cool. That is very cool. Yeah, those views are really nice, man. Very spectacular. See, I should be able to pop that across to that, but for some reason I can't pick it up. It won't let me pick it up yet. I must be Merson certain. Yeah, we talked about you, we talked about her, talked about Minerva and Mithras. What else is missing? See, here's the part. See, I should be able to take that hook, combine it with the rope, and combine it... I'm just trying to progress at this point. I don't think the area here is completely finished in terms of investigation. I mean, I looked at this. I got that information. Información. Let me make sure there's nothing I'm missing here. I don't think so. My casebook? Let's see. What important discovery? Sir Variety Bedcliffe has left leads that point towards the Frigidarium. I could go to the Frigidarium, I suppose. And who killed Rodney Bedcliffe? But the thing that bothers me is there's like if there's things like this, like the ropes.
I don't need the ropes for now.
See, but I know that I'm gonna need it. I hate it when you have to do things in order. I want to take those ropes. I want to combine them with this, and then take those and combine them with that that crossbow to shoot it across to that. You know it's coming. But I'll go ahead and I'll try and play along here. Let me go back to the bath. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it my own way. My forehead is just like stupid bright right now. Let me see if I can reduce some of that. There it goes, a little bit better. It's like all this light is flooding in. I can't wait for the sun blockers to come in
Mr.
so I can
Holmes,
stop that from happening.
we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Yeah, see, I've already been here so many times. It's like, alright, try it again. So now we're going to go into the Frigidarium. And then I'm sure it'll take me back. And then we'll go back, back, and forth, and forth, and back. Oh, just like the tableau. Back, back, and forth. Back, back, and forth, and forth, and back, back, and forth. Like Caesar. Aha.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
Potato and his power. Trident. Oh, that was interesting. Wait a minute, go back.
A
Yes.
symbol.
Was there one on this one? There is not. Jug. The Jug. There we go. The Speeda. Nope, nothing else there. Helmet. Aha.
A hidden sign.
I saw the sign. Do 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 do. Yeah, me too. In San Jose, we didn't pay water or electric. It was all taken care of. We just paid a flat rate. I wish I was a miner back then.
Symbol.
I would have been running that shit
Now I have
24/7.
all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Imaginación. Okay, next figure. Interesting. Next figure. Huh. This is kind of cool. I have no idea what it is yet, but interesting. This is match. Ah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Cool.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
Yeah, it seems like something's going up. Something is not on the Rizzy. That's why I would call and find out. I'd be like, you know what? Why is it that I have such a high fluctuation when I'm not doing anything different? Something's wrong. I must increase my bust. Alright. Camera work kind of makes it hard to follow what actually opens sometimes. But I'll find it. It's one of these damn doors. Ah, there we go. Here it is. I take the long way home. Alright. Special tooltip. What you got there? It's my special tooltip.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
There's so many
We
allergens
are
in the air up
approaching
here.
the end of this mystery.
Ooh, really exciting. Oh my. Take the lamp.
A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
They make ice. Duh, stupid. God, you dumb, Holmes.
A sack of crude salt.
Crude or delicious? Uh-oh. It's a fresco.
Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Look how much light is pouring in here right now. It is so crazy.
This fresco resembles either a ladder
Totally.
or a hierarchy.
I've done that before. Somebody's making ice cream. What I've really gotten into lately is actually making my own bubble tea. I love it. I have it down to a science now, and man, is it freaking good. I don't know if you guys like bubble tea, but I'm a huge fan of it.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate
Oh, you haven't had bubble
end.
tea? It's also known
By
as
the eye
boba,
he was punished when he
B-O-B-B-A.
saw that he was not
It's basically an Asian-influenced tea that has tapioca balls at the bottom of it. So you use like a rather large straw. You know, like Thai milk tea with tapioca balls, or sometimes a mango tea or something like that. It's quite good. I love that. The way I do it, I take my tapioca balls and I soak them in a local honey that they harvest right around here, and it is just absolutely delicious. Kind of marinate it in it so it gets real sweet. Drop it at the bottom of the cup. Pour in some Thai milk tea. Put a little bit of honey in it. Oh, dude, it's freaking awesome.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Yeah, man, no problem. If you get a chance to try it, if you're ever out and about and you see some place that says bubble tea or boba tea, give it a try. It's pretty good, man. I ran across it by accident a long time ago, and now I kind of regret it because I absolutely love it. But it was good. It was real good. Why not? Why not thank me, bro? Why not? You're welcome. How about that? Just plain and simple.
It resembles a bull. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea.
Bull trident.
It is very similar to the face of Mithras.
Mither ass. Looks like there's a symbol missing, doesn't it? So, you kind of...
The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
You'd think that we would still be able to set it back up, though, right? Really? Twilight Princess. Yeah, that's where it was. Where you stick the plate up there. Yeah, yeah. And that would put that there. It's impossible.
This shadow seems to represent a bridge. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras.
Always back to the
after
ramen.
Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Spread your wings, homie. Fuck. That's so stupid.
A shovel, not from the Roman era.
It's so stupid.
Mummified bodies. We are in some type of catacomb.
Like to the core, brah. To the core.
Mummified bodies. Mummified bodies. We are in some type of catacomb. We cannot go any further.
Alright, let's see what we got going on here. I kind of feel like we might be missing something here. I would recommend bubble tea, man. Even, it doesn't, regardless of what your palate type is, very few people have I met who don't like bubble tea. You know, I've only met like one person, and that person was a complete weirdo, so it didn't really matter. I kind of like just said, yeah, it doesn't matter, you don't count. But it's everybody for the most part that I know likes it. People like it so much that, you know, here they would drive an hour away just to get some. So get some. Okay, let's see what we got going on now. Perform an analysis and analysis on the broken glass. Alright, so we know, based on this, that there's a certain order of something, I would think. I don't know if there's ones that we push in a specific order. But if I look at this, what do I see? I see trident, bullhead, arch, Mithras. Let's see if that actually correlates. God, my eyes are driving me nuts. I feel like there's just sand in them or something. What, am I at the beach? What's going on? Am I at the biatch? Frigidaria, Frigidaria. And the way this light is hitting, it really brings out the lines under my eyes. I really appreciate it. Anything new here? Oh, I lost some clues. That was interesting. Salt and ice. Really? I thought that for sure that was going to be it. Okay. So let's see if we can find anything relevant. No, not there. Yeah, I'm going to need some Botox, man. I'm gonna need to beautify myself, because obviously I can't go out looking like this. Dude, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Like, I was like, you know what? I want to be as scary as fuck. Like, in the wrong way. That's gonna do me good. Alright, so let's go home and put that piece together. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Say no more! I'm all about that. What I really want is these allergies to stop kicking my ass. Whew. Okay, let's go over here. Spent so much money on my stream too. I got I bought that new black curtain installation that I can actually pull down to completely block out all the light from that window behind me to stop all this light from flooding in. And then I bought that brand new computer case. I just want to make it good, man. I just want to make it good. Okay, let's see. So where does this go? This goes here. Like, looks like this is gonna go here. Really, I thought that would go there. Let's look at the shape. Okay, so maybe this one then, huh? Nope, not quite. Shape. Yes. Ooh. Poppin' fresh dough. How about you? Really? That totally looked like that was gonna go there. Okay. I'd say it did look like it was gonna go. Don't you lie to me, mother. Don't you lie to me, mother. Don't. You. There. You go down. And you go there. Do what I tell you. Uh-oh. I take my tapioca balls and I soak them in a local honey that they harvest right around here. And you trying to bag on my I soak my balls? Yo man, you know what I do? I soak my balls. I soak my balls in it. That's what I do, Cry. I soak my balls in it. Yeah. People are like, what you doing with that? I want to dip my balls in it. Let's put this here. Boop. Anybody new to the channel is like, and I'm out. I'm leaving.
Done.
Erase the
Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph?
Why? It's just the 3 pyramids. Dude standing to the left and And Lord
Thank
of the
you,
Ring.
Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Oh, yes. God forbid we process this like a human being. Here we go. I am reagent Master B. Ice cream in the desert. Really? It's very good. Yeah. A lot of people have heard of it. Typey old gobbles. Bubble tea. Bubble tea's great, man. You need to get you some bubble tea. Okay, is that it? Do I need more?
The pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Yes. It's kind of like what I said, wasn't it?
Ice cream.
You
Ice.
stream. We stream.
Salt.
Yes, these are the chemical ingredients to make ice cream
Sir
without a
Rodney.
freezer. This will change
Another
your mind.
archaeologist, most probably.
It will change you, bruh. It will change you forever.
Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
Oh, the Romans.
So that's it.
Those
Salt
bastards.
and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Yeah. I said 3 lemon wedges. Like totally harassing the staff. I want to speak to your manager. I said 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 lemon wedges. Okay. The Mithras lies. St. Albans excavation site. Yeah. Okay, so now I gotta go back and do what I said I was gonna do originally. I actually drink unsweet tea every once in a while, just depending on how I feel. If I feel like I've had too much sugar and I still want something with taste in it, I'm like, alright, unsweet tea. But most of the time, I mean, I would do, you know, beep, beep, my shit's definitely gonna have sugar in it. I don't need tea with sugar. I'll sweeten off an eye. Check if an ice knife can be created. The materials found. Oh, an ice knife. Now that I didn't see coming. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I want to be able to donate my body to science fiction when I die. Okay, let's see. So we want to go back to. Actually, can I just do it right here? Can I try and build it? Yes, here we go.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold.
Yes, we know this, Genius. Water. Water.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to
Break the
fully
ice.
freeze the water
Around the outside
inside
of
the
it.
mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
It's really not that hard, dude.
Oh, look. The temperature is reducing.
Now I get the salt. Where the fuck is the salt? Salt. Salt in. Okay. And now you need to actually shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it.
A
Shake
block
it.
of ice.
Like a
I have only to
board.
use my ice.
Oh wait, it's going back up. Yeah.
A block of ice. I have only to...
Okay. Wait, why did it stop? Should have kept going. All you need to do is agitate it. How do you agitate it?
It's empty.
What the fuck? That's how you do it. That's exactly
We
how you do
cannot
it.
be making it correctly. Let us try again and
That's
be precise
stupid.
with the timing.
Alright, fine. So pour water.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that
And then the mixing? How do you mix it? Wait, get Cassandra late again? Oh, gotcha. Stupid.
Holmes, look. The temperature...
ice,
No, how do you mix it? How do you mix it? Come on, dude. It's not that hard to do. I've done this in my own fucking house. It is not that goddamn hard. How do you shake this shit?
we cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be
Goodness.
precise with the timing.
Dude, it is not hard to do. Alright. Water. In.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember...
Yes, okay. Ice.
Holmes, look. The temperature is
Okay,
reducing.
wait for it. Equalized. Okay. Four. Now wait for it. Is that what they want? Go. Oh, I should have waited on that one, damn it. Almost got it. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then lastly... Come on... Yep. That should do it.
Excellent.
There we go.
Now we must
What did you say?
check to ensure that it
Take
is
the water,
adequately
pour it in the bowl,
frozen.
the ice pick on the left, and salt, and crush the ice. Observe the scale. Oh yeah, that's what I was missing before, sitting there observing the scale. There it is. Because before I just
An
was
ice
gonna do it.
weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A
See, the funny thing is, in
surprising
real
and
life,
a very
it doesn't work like
brilliant
that. In real life,
It's
you
the
just freaking
perfect weapon.
pour it
It
in
enables one to kill a man and then...
and shake. That's it. You just agitate it,
The
and
only
it will
trace
freaking
leaves is a small
freeze it.
puddle on the ground.
Ice weapon. Stolen notes. Champagne. Champagne! That's what they use the ice for? Interesting. The question is who? Makes sense. So now we have an idea of how they were killed. Right. So now that we have that, we should probably head back to St. Albans and see if we can get across to the archway. Hopefully, it'll let me do it now. Hopefully. Okay, here we go. You know, speaking of which, when I was talking about things that I do for the stream, I also ordered a whole bunch of soundproofing that I'm hoping will come in soon. I can start soundproofing the walls. It mentioned something just a little while ago about it, but yeah, whether or not it'll actually let me do it now, I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, it's gonna let me. Yes, I know, right? You have to wait for it. It's like, but I was already there. No, no, no. Do it in order. But I ordered. No. No. Computer said no. Listen to computer. Okay? Yeah. Got to listen to the computer. Bitch, I do what I want. Bitch, I do what I want. Bitch, I do what I want. Bitch, I do what I want.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Yes, I thought I could use that at this point. ¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no? So I've got this. Got this. I thought for sure that was how that was going to go down. Pork a dork. Pork a dork. Chork. Okay, so interestingly enough, there was trident. Then it was bull. Then it was the causeway or the archway, followed by Mithras. That's Minerva. Well, let me see. What does it want me to do? It says the bridge piers seem to hold a secret. Bridge piers. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Well, let me walk up here. Maybe I have to trigger something up here first. Aha. Okay.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar.
Way ahead of you there, Birdie.
There might be something behind these leaves. I'll have to find a way of getting there.
I feel like I'm playing Jumpstart 1, 2, 3, except I already know how to answer the question, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can do this. Now if we can do this. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna build something party.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Alright. No, I don't want to do that. I wanted to put back.
I should use the... I should use the...
There we go.
I should use the appropriate object. I should use the appropriate object.
Damn it, where does this go? For fuck's sake. Hold on a second. Ah! Allergies! Okay, can I rotate this? Okay. Whatever. Got it now. Let's go fire this on bish.
Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets. This one is ready.
God, it's making my damn eyeballs water. Ah!
This one is ready.
This one is ready.
The bridge is ready. Now I must cross it.
Let's get it. Take a step. Shift to the left, shift to the right. Okay. This is stupid. Oh, that's so dumb. It is not that hard. Come on, man. Kind of hilarious, actually. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
Oh, 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 oh. Well, oh, well. It's a well. Welly, 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 well.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
I am not sure. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a drink because I am out of liquid and I can feel myself getting choked up from the freaking allergens in the air. 2 seconds. I will be back. Be right back. I am back and I'm beaver-aged. Let me get some headphones, huh? Beaver-aged. It's always good to have your beaver-aged. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Pepsi, the choice of your mama. All right. Whew. Time to get jacked. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like the symbol of the serpentine staff.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Frigidarium.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium. I saw this symbol.
I'm sensing a pattern. Hey, that's a Harry Potter symbol. This is a Dumbledore. Alright, so each one of these correspond to the same one above it? Yes? Yes. So if we come in on this, how do we know where to go to? Or does it matter? Just try one. Okay, if we climb this, where does it take us? Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck just happened? That was weird. That is not the same way that I came out. Okay, come in on that symbol. Go in on this one. Looks like it's trying to be a maze, huh? Almost all mazes can be solved by sticking your hand on one wall. So let's see if that works out. There's one. We can just brute force this zombie right here. This looks like a winner. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Aha. Okay. So one of the most relevant symbols we saw was... Let's try this. The helmet. Helmut! And an end of death. And then there's Watson. There's always Watson! So I came in on this one. I saw this one upstairs. Does that mean it's gonna take me back up? That means it'll take me back up. Interesting. Get the fuck out of the way, Watson. So let's try the boog. Looks like this is gonna take me back up as well. Or maybe not. No, it's a dead end. So the boog is a dead end. Damn you, Watson! Helmet. That. And a serpentine staff. The serpentine staff should take me back up, I would believe. Can't imagine that both would take me back up, though. So yeah, this is where I came from. So we'll take the serpentine staff down. Then take the helmet. This is a dead end? Yep. Okay, so helmet is a dead end. The serpentine staff took me back up. Let's see if the eye does the same. I know it acts like it's going to take me up, but it may not. Okay, so this is a different room. And a table with stones. What do we got? Green. Place the stone where? Oh, okay. It's a scale system. Okay, so this has very little weight at all to no weight. Okay, it has a little weight. Uh-huh. How about this? Okay, quite a bit. So put this over here. Take the light one off. Put that right here. Thank you. Now, these two. What are we looking at? Alright. First left-hand path. Dead end. Try the second left-hand path. Second left-hand path. Second left-hand path. This one looks like a winner. I'm a winner, guys! I'm a winner! Shit, may I spoke too soon. Coming in on the Helmut. And this is a new one right there. I have not seen that symbol before. So, right-hand path, first right-hand path. Dead end? No. Interestingly enough, it wasn't, but I came in on this, which means that it's probably this that I need to go down. Ooh, nice and watery. Alright, what about this? I've not seen this symbol before. Moon and sickle. I believe both of these go to the same place, but I'm not sure, huh? Yes. That was the case. And murder was the case that she gave me. Alright, so go down here. To here. Serpentine path. This is... before was a return out, but let me see if this is still the case. can only make so many mistakes before I figure it out. Okay. So that is no longer the case. I tried both of those. Try this. I'm missing something pivotal here. I feel like I am. Oh shit. Okay. Left hand will come out of here and go out of here, go in here. I heard voices. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, collapse. That's different though, at least. This. Where is this going to take me? Aha! Thwarted! I thwarted your stupid maze, you bastards! So we got some cranks, huh? What do we have? This all of a sudden just became very Croft. Let me examine this first.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
You gotta get it very carefully. That's how you get it. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wonder if you turn these things. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be some kind of water wheel.
Watson, I need your help.
Watson! Oh, Watson, you pasta guy. Alright, so I'm there. There was a wall here. This opened up. No, it wasn't a wall there. Here it is. This one. And he turns this one. Now it opens. Okay, where is that in relation where I am? Okay, now go back to me. Let go. Okay. So I've deactivated that. And is that the one directly beside him? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So then that should open these, or is it open the one directly beside him? It doesn't open either one. What the fuck? Maybe it opens the one beside me. It does! Okay, now the question is which one of these is going to open up the next one. Let's try first come, first serve, shall we? Okay, what does this do? Yep, that's it. So go ahead and deactivate that. Leave him in that room. And then he can come over here and grab this one, maybe? Okay, when you spin this, what happens? That's beside me. No, deactivate that. I don't care about that. Grab the next one over. Aha! Okay, so that's there. Alright, let's see if this works. Leaves him locked in that room. So it leaves him locked in the room. Now I go back to him. Deactivate that. Open this one. Wait a minute. Is that what I wanted to do? Where is he at right now? He's right here. He's locked in. He needs to be able to get to... That was incorrect, what I just did. Go back to opening that shit up. I thought I was on the right person, but I wasn't. Right. Switch. So you walk in here. Now you spin this one. What does that turn? Good, it's the main gate. That's correct. Now switch back to him. Deactivate. Now, with this deactivated, I walk over here. switch back to him. Activate this. Should open the one beside me, hopefully. There we go. So switch back to me. Walk over here. Now I should be able to get to the main gate. Go back to him. Activate. Then switch back over here. This should do it. There we go.
This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
Just
No,
fresh.
I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidaire. The murderer left this lamp.
The murderer. Murderer!
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case.
Uh-oh. Indiana Jones time.
Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
So let's see what we can do here now. So Sereni's secret was an important discovery, a metaphorical bomb. He could use it as a powerful means of annihilating anyone who stood in his way, that he alone might take the fame and the glory. Blinkhorn is a deserving specialist who is aware that he's about to be cast aside over a major discovery. He will lose his chance of a lifetime. Blinkhorn's ice knife, huh? Blinkhorn knew of Ventcliffe's intention to take all of the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan to eliminate Ventcliffe before he deserves the rope. He devoted his life to discovering the golden knife, and the credit was about to be stolen by Ventcliffe. If he had been given the opportunity to claim ownership of the discovery, he would not have killed Ventcliffe. I don't think that matters. You know? You'd have to, like, run, stab. That would be it. And hope that it didn't dull by the time you got there. I'm going to go with A, condemn Blinkhorn. Yes. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn! That's why Roger Predactor died. He found Captain Winky. Alright.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to them, Mr. Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live.
You...
The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How...
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared.
That there was Pepsi.
But now
Pepsi
I
Cola.
am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice.
You will not stop the tread of justice!
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. That's it. What we got? Oh, hey. The Abbey Granger affair. Abbey normal. Abbey Granger.
The game's afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
I thought the game was a game. Not a foot. A door is not a door.
I'll wait for you in the
Still a door.
sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my
He's all
assistance,
passing out.
it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
They're still staring at titties over there. God, what is this fascination with that nasty heifer? Goodness.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should... The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
What if he means this one? Holmes. Oh, take care of that one. Okay, which table is he talking about? Talking about this table? That would be a yes.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter. A wax seal with the monogram E.B. The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Cool.
So, what is it, Holmes?
It's a letter, like you said.
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir
entire
Eustace
case
is
full of murder.
dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately.
Abbey.
I live in hope of an interesting morning.
And with the hope of the end of the coronavirus. Abbey Grange. It's like, my hemorrhoids. That must have been terribly uncomfortable to ride in those old wooden carriages. Could you imagine?
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly.
Randy,
the father
Randy, and
of
Randy.
2 sons.
Randy Randall.
It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His
What's a
head was
service?
knocked in with his own poker.
Silver
A
service.
violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Okie dokie. Let's see what we have here. Anything?
Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Oh, he looks pimp.
Lord George Brackenstall.
He does not.
Ladies,
What's that?
allow me to introduce myself.
Oh.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my
Man,
deepest condolences.
what do you say to a woman who has a shiner like
I suppose
that?
that it is no
Nothing.
use
You already
my
told her
attempting
twice.
to conceal that our marriage
So
has
fucked
not
up.
been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
All right, pop it. Let's see what it is, Cry. What it is. Pop it. Pop, lock, and drop it.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. That's my other brother Daryl.
Yep. I'm glad you got that. That's where I was going. All right, here we go. Fresh bruises. Elegant dress. Ooh. Defensive wounds. There we go.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I
Why,
have
yes.
already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
Yes, no, now I want to hear it without the lies.
Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... Oh, God.
Please,
Jesus.
go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
Savage.
And then?
So savage.
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Oh, shit.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
So I'm just updating some stuff while we're doing this.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk.
He was
And he
digging.
suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
You have old bruises as well.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again.
Asshole.
Sir
He's a bit of
Eustace
an
was a
asshole.
drunkard. To be tied to such a man for
Eustace.
life
His name was
worse
Eustace.
than
No wonder he
death.
was an asshole. You can't go through life with a name like Eustace
Your
and not be a bit of a
ladyship.
dickhead.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Yeah? Let's give her a once-over, shall we? Alright. Let's see what we got here. Yep, she's a bit older. We got... What she got in her hands? So, caring. Okay. Stains. Caps. Let's see what we have here. Working hands. Okay. Tell
As
me
I
about
sat
last
by my
night.
bedroom window, I saw three men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
And
I
then?
went to bed, and it was
No, and
more than
then?
an hour after that I heard
And
my
then?
mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Let's see what we've got. go.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
He's like, yeah, rude. I got a job to do.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Lady Brackenstall. Open them shits. Can you use your one good eye and open the safe? Talk about fucking
Lady
safe.
Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
Really?
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Alright, let's see. Can I
Let
do
us
something
try
with
to open this safe. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate
Your
when it is set
ladyship?
to the correct number.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazing. Yeah, fucking amazing. Så cool. Look at him now. Okay. Huh. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you drink too damn much. Yep, cirrhosis. Oh, man. Pancreatitis. No, you can't mess me up. I've got kids. Investigate the murder of the Abbey Ranch. Inspect the room where Lady Brackenstall is resting. Inspect the crime scene in the dining room. Dialogue, medical report we can discuss. Okay.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Which means that he was using
It
them to
is
spend.
common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Okay, let's ask her about the medical report.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Really? Thought that she would be the one to talk to.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more
Detestable.
precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was. If ever
He's a devil.
one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago.
He's a devil.
She'd only just arrived in London.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
That's what he said.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Okay. So now that we've seen that, let's look around a little bit. Okay.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what do we have? No personal life, seldom went out. The Randalls were known, violent behavior. Okay. The robbery was faked, and the whole story invented in order to blame Sir Eustace's death on the Randalls. The testimonies and evidence match point to the Randall gang. For right now, that's true. Until I see otherwise. Criminals have been identified. No personal life. Criminals identified. Violent behavior. No. Okay. No. We're done then. Done with that. So let's see. Anything else?
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
Okay, that'll give us something to talk about. Let's see. Rock of Gibraltar, Adelaide.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Let's see, what else we have. So they're from Australia, with no personal life. Lady Brackenstall married Sir Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at the home during that time. There's a little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Possibly. A lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. Because somebody took the picture, right? But that doesn't mean they're acquainted. I don't know. We'll stick with that one for now. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, what else?
My mistress is very tired.
Oh,
No. Anything else here? Okay, let's take a look somewhere else. Let's see what else we have.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments, he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight.
Jesus Christ.
Another day, he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Okay.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
French windows. Easy access in and out. Broken dishware.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Yeah, this is starting to kind of reek of an inside job.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
This is vile. Something else here, maybe? Let's see, what else could I possibly be missing here? Looks like I'm missing something. Go to happy hour. Dude, it's happy hour all the time. Are you kidding? There it is.
A bottle of wine is missing here. The
Aren't
criminals
you
did not
happy
thoroughly
at happy
ransack the
hour?
house. They only took a little silverware. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms.
Okay.
Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
You don't have to miss it. We do virtual, we do virtual happy hours at my work, actually. We take,
Sailor's knots. That's
we have like
interesting.
a,
This rope was handled
a
by
Zoom
the
meeting set
murderers.
up,
We need
and
a
then we all
senator
just grab a drink and hang
to
out and
follow
just
their
chat.
trail.
That's our
Take
virtual
it
happy
with
hour.
me.
And what's nice is you don't have to drive home afterwards. There you go. That's it. Basically, that's what it is. Criminals are identified with violent behavior. But no. Okay. Knotted rope, maybe. Inspector's tail. The inspector's tail talked about violent behavior. No. No drinking at home for you? Sir Eustace was violent towards his wife. I think drinking at home is where I do most of my drinking. I don't tend to go out and drink very often. Unless I'm meeting somebody or something like that. Man, I hit the wrong button twice in a row. Look at that. One more time. There we go. Knotted rope. Okay. Yeah. Nothing like drink. Let's continue on. Wait, no. I want to examine that more. I wasn't done. Let's take a look.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Right. Okay, now we're done. Laces! Let's look at the laces.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
I'm not sure what beeswing is.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Okay.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
So one of the glasses
It is
is
rather
completely different
strange
than the
that
rest.
only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
It is.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru. So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
He's a stinky
Well,
bastard.
I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Let's take a look at the heat.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Apparently from this.
That must be the murder weapon.
Let's take a look at what else. What you got going on here? Show me some stuffs.
Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
Why doesn't he have any shoes on?
Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
Wow, really? Interesting. I don't drink during working hours, that's for sure. I need my head clear. But at the end of the day, yeah, I don't mind having a nice little drink, but it's very rare. I really don't drink that much at all.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Let's see, what do we got? We've got knotted rope. And identified criminals, but no. Let's get these out of the way. There we go. No, really? I thought that was going to be it. Okay, so we have what? Fireplace grate and a dead body. Could have died that way. It's possible. We also have 2 glasses and a glass with beeswing. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beeswing. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the beeswing consisted solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses. Saying that one was decanted. I don't know for sure. Do not know. It doesn't seem right to me though. I'm gonna go with this one. My gut was to tell me to go with this one. Let's change the outcome of this for a moment. Change the outcome of this for a moment as well. Uh-oh, what's going on? Why did it... Oh, it tried to crash. Oh, it crashed. Don't you hate it when your game crashes? So annoying. Yeah, I better have saved my fucking progress. That's all I say. You better save my motherfucking progress. Let me relaunch that. I apologize. Don't know why it crashed. Seemed like it was doing so well. And it's just like, and that was it. Launching. Today's just been a day of fuck ups, hasn't it? I mean, Twitch actually went down for a minute there. It's very strange. Let's see where it left me. Where did you go? My lovely. Okay. Didn't look like it dropped me off too far off of where I was. I was B-swing, 2 glasses. Yeah. And we don't know for sure. Possibly 3 people. Clues. The clues were identified. Dead body, fire grave, bent poker. We got a bent poker with a dead body. Okay, death could have been due to a poker blow. That's a possibility. What else do we have? Fireplace grate and a dead body. That's the other one we did. Just like this. Could have been due to a poker blow. The death of sources could have also been accidental. Striking. Could have been either one. But it's much more likely that it was the poker blow for right now. So I'll leave that as is. What else? Criminals identified, knotted rope. Nope. Okay. So let's see what else we might be missing here. Elixirs. Yes. Anything special here? No. Anything special here? No. Interesting. It sure looked like there'd be something special here. Look at the fireplace a bit more. Maybe there's something here I'm missing. Ah. Mantelpiece.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have made that connection.
A fur trader's cabin.
So, let's see. So we know he's tall. I wonder if that's actually a clue as well. No. Let's check out these French doors and see if there's anything here. What a nice place. I like it. I could live here. Cry, go buy this for me. Let's see. Didn't see anything outstanding there. Let's see if did we trigger any more dialogue? Yes. We need to find out more about that. Then we need to take a look at the rope. So let's go talk to Ms. Lady. Let's see what we got going on here. Excuse me. Your lady?
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Sounds convenient, doesn't it?
Please leave my Mary alone.
Bitch, you're out of my life! Let's go to, back to the homestead for a moment, and let's analyze that rope and find out what we can. You've got a problem. Yo, I'll solve it. Put my home skills to the test. Watch my DJ revolve it. Okay, here we go. Examine the rope.
Let us see how the rope was cut.
Cut with a blade.
The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Skizzers.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Clippers, huh?
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Oh, I wonder what else we could do here. So I was right. It was a blade initially.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Interesting. So we know that the rope was cut with a sharp knife. A little bit about the background, huh? Okay. So now what do we know? Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to the Abbey. Find out what we can. I think we need to investigate the outside a little bit more. I have a feeling there's going to be something out there that we need. Nothing special there. Anything I can talk
I've
to him
searched
about?
outside for footprints without any luck.
Okay. Doesn't mean that they're not there, it just means that he may have overlooked them. So here's a well. Oh, well. It's beautiful. Man, I wish I had a courtyard like this. Can you get in here? Anything in the windows? No? Okay. This is sitting area. Nothing outstanding yet. There's an ugly ass carving. Alright, so I don't see anything outside, so maybe he was legit in checking that out.
Antique hunting weapons. The hunting scene.
So yeah, I think it's safe to
A
say they were
fur
into
trader's
hunting.
cabin. A deer hunt.
Let's see, is there anything else that might have been overlooked?
A hunter scene. A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut. The hunting scene. A hunter's cabin. The Brackenstall family appear to be preoccupied with hunting.
Yes. Which kind of leads you to believe that he knew his killer, because the fact that he was allowed himself to come to blows with it, and he was facing it, that means that whoever killed him, he must have known. Especially when there's weaponry mounted on the wall, you would think he would have access to a revolver of some other piece. Let's see if there's any information that we can gain from that. No, not a goddamn thing. All right, let's check for other clues, possibly. No, nothing there. How about you? No, how about you? Collect Toby from Baker Street and follow the scent trail. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Going to Baker Street. Okay, where's Toby? Toby! Brah! I need your help.
Come on, Toby.
No,
we need
you're
the
so
best
fucking
nose in
cute.
the British Empire on this case.
I love puppies. I love me some puppies.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Okay, so can we just go straight there? I would think so. Hopefully Toby will just come with me. Oh, look at him. He's just chilling. He's like, what's up, dog? That's my dog. What up, dog? Hell yeah, that's my dog. What's that?
Search, Toby.
Old man Jenkins fell down a well? Oh, I'm actually Toby. Check it out. I'm a puppy. I'm a doggy. I'm gonna go outside. Can I scratch at the door? Alright. I kind of had a feeling I should have been able to go in here. Oh, I might be wrong. No, I'm not wrong.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Probably because they didn't care about the silverware. That's probably just a dump. Homegirl probably set this whole thing up because she wanted to... She was probably running out of money and probably needed a quick way to claim some more money, so she picked a guy who was a complete asshole and set him up to be killed. And when he was killed, it wouldn't be any big surprise because she would have all the bruises and stuff. And make it seem like he was just an arsehole. Oh, it runs bi-directionally. Okay, I thought it was leading me in, leading me back out. I'm a doggy. I am puppies. It looked like it was bouncing off of this and went somewhere else too. So the first time I came here, yeah, look at this. Hits this. Goes across here. There we go. And takes a right here.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
And behind it... That's a good boy, Toby.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Well, let's start off and figure out what we can and see if we can get into the shed here. Reveal some cliffs.
This hook might be useful. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
I will not be moved.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
Like this. Hence all the silverware.
Silverware? This is hardly a coincidence.
That's right.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
You know your baller is shit when even your silverware has your symbol on it, you know what I mean? That's why you need some collaborative freaking silverware. Collaborware. The robbery is confirmed as a motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return for the silverware they dumped now. This robbery could have been Imitated. That's what it's looking like, actually. What does this one say about the Randall gang? It looks like it was a fake at this point. And 3 people actually sounds more like 2 people now. That makes a lot of sense. Could very well be. And when he was done, he ran this way and jumped over this wall.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Really? Oh, good. I'm glad I can be entertaining, brah. Let's see. What else? I didn't say you were entertaining. I just thought I don't have the. I'm glad I don't have the. I thought that. Okay, Rocky Gibraltar. I'm gonna search the archives, and let's go find out more about this. Come on.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
Takes a little bit of footage. Thought power. Wee bit of thought.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Take some funkin'.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Yes. Okay, let's go back to the homestead. Holmes. And check some shizzy on the izzy. Oh, that puppy. That's my puppy. What up, dog? That's my dog. What up, dog? Oh man, that's my dog. What up, dog? Shit, dog. Alright, so we want to analyze some shits, don't we? No, not analyze. We want to search for the Rock of Gibraltar. In the historical archives. So we have a year, which is 1893. That's going to put us in the newspapers. 1893. Rock of Gibraltar's arrival. And book carrier from the... Yep, okay, yep, Miss Fraser. There's Fraser. Reportedly beautiful young lady. Okay.
Here it is.
So that gives us some dialogue, as well as a task for Wiggins. Okay, so we need to call Wiggins up here. Investigate the murder and search for possible sailor suspects. I'm probably gonna have to head down to a bar.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialists.
The specialists. Wow. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. If you have a problem and you can afford VAT.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Okay, I'm gonna come upstairs. My name is Wiggins. I'm a wigger.
At your service, Mr.
I
Holmes.
wig out.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Yes. 3 hours later.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it.
Just put it
Good
up on the
work,
tablet.
young Wiggins.
Don't worry, just put it on the tablet. All right, let's see
This
what we have.
list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Okay.
And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
November the 7th. Okay. Arrival in March, departure from Adelaide, Australia. This could be it. Okay, so he would have had to been there actually in November. Okay, so how is this organized? So they depart from Adelaide on May, arrival in London. So it would have to be previous to that date, so that's not it. So, Rock of Gibraltar. Departure from London, October, January. So departure from London in November, arrival May. Huh. March. It could be this, actually. We've got a Chill. Thomas Walker.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Right. So, what else do we have? Henry Southward.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay. Chill. Charles.
This officer
Chill.
was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Right. Right, neither was he.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
That only leaves, what, Herbert, Ernest, and Jack. Well, Herbert's right here, though. No, that's a different Herbert. Jack.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Uh-huh. Ernest Woody. Herbert Whittington.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Ernest J. Woody. There we go.
Captain Jack Crocker
That's the one.
is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
That's the daddy. Call Crocker to confront him. Oh, Mr. Crocker!
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
To meet him, I must treat him, so what I'm that I'm beating him. Now everybody wanna sound grimy.
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Wiggins! Oh,
Holmes,
Wiggins.
that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Sometime later.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes?
I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that
I'd like to know why you think that
you will
beard is
soon
stylish.
understand why.
Okay, let's take a look. He's got a knife on him. Check his hands. It's got mud and stuff on him. Clean boots though. No previous ring or anything, so he's not married or wasn't married anytime relatively soon. Package check. Package check. What else we got here? Anything? Bruising. Belt. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Clothing. Something about his look. Something about the look. What is it about the look? Why is it not completing? Why is it just looping through? Aha. It's got a strong build. Okay. So he would definitely have the strength to do this if need be. Wait, what did I just... Newspaper ink, okay.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Oh, he straight up said...
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yeah. So we got the, Sailor's Knights? Knots? I was thinking actually it'd be the cut with the knife, but we'll try sailor knots.
Yes, as she was tied
yeah,
with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
That was kinky, you know what I'm saying?
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, shit.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
Keep digging.
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I
do we
understand
now?
why you dissected the bell rope.
Crocker's lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder, and he was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. It could be either one of these, couldn't it? That invalidates this. So this one would actually validate that. It'd have by. Hey, Assassin's Ghost, how's it going? How you doing, man? Thanks for swinging by. Crocker's a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dipsomaniacal man. The mystery is solved, but you decide to keep it secret. There's no point to inform the police. Ooh, that's a hard one. Because a crime was committed. Murder was committed, and it was premeditated because the silverware was thrown into the well as not to be found. Anybody who was committing a murder based on theft would have kept that. I'm gonna go with A. Going with A.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
Because you're
It is
guilty,
over.
fucker.
I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut.
Yep.
The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only
Hey,
one
Coco.
who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
Did it.
I admit that I loved Mary Mary
Excuse me.
first
Ooh,
day that I
allergies.
met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6
Sure, I can
months
do that.
away. I wanted only to see her again.
If we have the burger meat set up, it's not
Turned
frozen.
into a
I can't do it with frozen
damnable
burger
nightmare
meat, though.
when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me.
Sweet.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
Yeah, you bet.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Oh, shit. Shablam! Gonna get it, gonna get it. Wait. Woo! Stop time. Quick time. Quick time, stop time.
You should have let me die. How can I live if Mary suffers?
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case.
Yes. Enough death.
Inspector, I give you Sir Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
Yep, I'm good with what I did. I chose correctly. I did not choose poorly. Alright. Pardon me. Allergies. Allergies. Whew. Hate having allergies. Hay fever is just killing me.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
Stupid.
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room
And some White
so as
Claws
to prevent them
from
from
Walmart.
hibernating. I needed to take a sample of
Got a
honey.
complete
But
the
it
image.
worked, Watson. We will
Get a
have
belt
honey
buckle with
all
a giant
year
fucking
round.
insignia on it.
Ridiculous.
Some cowboy boots.
And dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours.
These workers.
Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Let us be gone. Cry, do you know what case this is? Is this 5 or 6? This can't be 4 of 6. It wasn't the previous one 4? I did the train, the murder, the woman murder that was just there. The very first one, the steam baths. Yeah, I'd say this would have to be a 5 or 6, right? That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Why
Yes,
not?
of course.
Why not? Kick some ass, man. That's how we do. First person.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time...
Shit.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I think I can help you
I
with
am
those damn
afraid that
glasses.
it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
That's interesting. You refer to him as friend and colleague.
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else
That
to
giant-ass glass house?
Albert,
Or that giant
show these
glass
gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself.
Pity.
But occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Miss White did it. Because she has a color in her name.
Here it is.
Anybody's played
This is
Clue
the place where
knows
the
that.
stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack, just like that, so suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
We understood.
Do not touch.
First thing I do, start touching shit.
Here is a list of the stolen plants. These trees, with their roots in water, must...
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our visit in the case of the Awakened.
Fragmentes.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
Wait, did I miss something?
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here. This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced. The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The esconson was breached near the handle.
I didn't know that's what that was called.
The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
I think I need to grab a dictionary.
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow.
That's what she said.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Suspicious!
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building. These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Ew, it's a corpse flower. Oh, I like those. Those Venuses are cool. Why does it keep telling me to do this right here? Don't see anything. What am I missing? Let's back it up, back it up. Right, saw that. Nothing specific there, nothing specific there. Okay. Yeah, Okay. Perhaps there's something I missed on the way in. Footprints.
The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here. This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
So he comes through, staggering, knocks the plant over, then falls. Makes sense.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident or a murder then, I wonder?
Just the facts. Hey, Hand, what's going on? Thank you so much for the host. It's going, man. How you doing? Can we get a shout out for the Hand, please? Shout out for the Hand. So performing an autopsy on Montague Dunn. What are you up to today, man? Thank you, Cry. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. There you go. So we have a new location, which is going to be Scotland Yard and the morgue. We've got a research archive. Oh, yeah? Man, you had to work today, too, huh? Ain't no love once you one of them required workers. Sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to work. You don't have to work tomorrow, do you? Hopefully you have tomorrow off. Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you for the host. I appreciate that. No problem. No problem. Are you going to be streaming later on tonight? I understand. I totally get it. That's why I hate doing it from the phone. Phone always messes up for me, too.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy, then.
Off tomorrow? That's good. Good, man. Get you some break time. Some chillaxians. What's the evidence room? Is there anything in evidence? There might be. Let's check. Alright, let's see what we have.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
Okay, cool. Letter. Okay.
This watch is of great value. A membership card for the London Crest Club.
Looks like we just gained ourselves another point of interest. Let's go take a look at the morgue. It's good. It requires quite a bit of thinking to think through the things and figure out, you know, how the person got killed or what the crime was. But it's good. I like it. Sometimes it's a little slow. You get stuck running in circles. You know what I mean? Trying to figure things out. The only problem I have with the game is that you have to do things in order. And for me, it's like, you know, once you figure it out, it's like, okay, let me go solve it. But it's like, no, now you have to walk there. You have to go do this. You have to look at that wall, touch it. You know what I mean? So that's my only issue.
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
All right, let's check the hands. What do we got?
No redness, stings, or bruises.
Okay. Check the face. Okay, he does have a mark.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse.
What else do we have? Anything here? Eyes?
The vessel and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
Okay, so he wasn't drugged.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
He might have been poisoned. Yeah, I just took a break a little while ago to go run my dog out and stuff. Grab some food.
Nothing suspicious here.
I've been pretty much streaming since 10:30.
The internal organs.
Slice and dice. That's me. I am Dr. Quincy Collaborative. Alright, let's see what we got. Heart. Actually, I'm nothing more than an engineer.
The heart's
I approach everything
blood
with an
vessels
engineer's
show
eyes.
no pathological signs.
I know nothing about physiology.
The heart tissue shows no visible
Oh,
pathological
cool. What are you gonna mod?
signs.
Let's take a look at the liver.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Possibly.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Okay. Let's look at the lungs.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
Aha.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged.
Oh, for your friend?
Probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Cool. Hey, Pop It, Cry, what you got? Pop it like it's hot.
We're about to enter the fascinating sphere of police work. The world of forensic medicine.
I remember this. My dad used to watch this show. I remember that shit. I totally remember that. So heart, tissue, the lungs. Let's take a look at the stomach. This will probably reveal quite a bit.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling inside we'll see
There
something.
is a small amount of content. It appears that he
All right, man. Have a good one. Be safe.
Lightly,
Thanks,
only
man.
a short while before his death. My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn,
Substantiated.
the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning.
Yep.
Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
Yes, the
We need to
challenge.
locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind.
That's probably why the
appeals to
plants
you.
were taken.
Is
Is
that all
after
we
the
need to
murder, certain ones of
No,
them could be
we also have the people
combined to
working
create
at
something.
Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish
That'd be my
and the
guess.
son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson. It is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
Hey, crazy, what's going on, man?
We should also be
How you
concerned
doing?
with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
What are you up to today, man?
More than a little.
More than a little. Oh, doing okay, I guess. Why? Why just I guess? Why you jessing, man? Yeah, let's find the deadly plant. Let's travel home. I'm doing great. I'm just hanging out, playing some games, you know. Playing some games. Get my game up. I'm feeling sulky. I'm sorry, man. Did something bad happen? Anything you can talk about, or is it like private and personal? Right. No, we want to take a look at a reference for rare plants. So arts and architecture. No. Oh, is it? You low numbers or something, or you got shit that's breaking? Poisons and toxins.
That is... That...
No? No? Okay, a list of exotic stolen plants at the kindergarten for... So we need something that's going to do with plants. I need a reference to plants, though. This is arts and architecture. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. Where's the future? Why not? Dynamite, Greek history, ancient Egypt. Body chemistry, doubt. Tuberculosis, camera, cocaine, toothpaste, snake oil, no. Plant hormones, no. Medicinal herbs, exotic plants. There we go. There we go. And
There it is.
there it is. There it is. Yeah, you know, streaming can get to me too, though, man. It gets to the point where it's actually, there's a lot, like sometimes you don't feel like doing it, and then, you know, I have the same problem sometimes, you know. I get to the point where I'm like, man, nobody's there, why do I even do it? I only have like 2 or 3 people, you know. But the thing is, you know, sometimes you get low numbers, sometimes you get high numbers. It might be the games, I don't know, but I think personally it's just a matter of do what you enjoy, you know. Or it could also be, what is it that you want out of it, you know what I mean? Do you want to do it professionally, or are you just doing it for fun? For me, I'm just doing it for fun right now. Yeah, I think if you want to do it to raise numbers, I think you have to play games that people like, or that's really pulling in a big crowd. You know what I mean? Like we did, what was it we did? We did, we did Drawful 2, and that pulled in like 20 viewers. You know what I mean? Ah, well, just enjoy what you're playing, man. That'd be my advice. Not to tell you what to do. You know, whenever somebody has a problem, I always try and help. So Drawful 2 is it was a free game. I don't know if it's still free. It was a game that we played for Multiplayer Monday, where anybody online could join in as a viewer and actually play as well. You know? So it was like, it would give you a hint, and it would say like, you know, on your phone, draw a picture, and it would say like, you know, angry clouds or something like that, and you try and draw it, and then everybody else who saw it, they would have to type in on their phone what they thought the answer was, and then it was just funny shit ensued from that. But for some reason, that brought in a huge crowd. That was 20 viewers right there. 20 viewers, no raids, 20 viewers. You know what I mean? So it's like, who knows? But I go through the same thing. I go through, you know, and the worst thing you can do, if you're like me, is compare yourself to other people. Because I'll go, man, why does that person have so many viewers? And their content's pretty lame. You know what I mean? What is going on? What am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the Colonial Collection?
Yeah, sometimes you wonder, man.
Somewhat depleted.
I don't know if it's like, if it's luck,
most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
Something else, I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know what the formula is.
But you're the deputy director.
Sometimes you get high numbers, sometimes
busy.
you get low numbers.
I cannot
sometimes
be everywhere
it's the
at
day,
once.
sometimes it's a raid, sometimes it's the game. I just play
Albert
games now.
told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague
But
Dunn?
personally, I think just be honest with yourself as to why you're doing it.
It
And
could
keep
have
that in
been
mind.
better.
You know what I mean?
You see, every Tuesday
That's
he
what
would
my
carry
wife
out
told
his
me,
inspection
actually.
of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he
Yeah,
cared at all.
exactly. What the
He
hell
would give
is
out
that?
absurd orders,
My
ignoring
wife and I
anyone
did the
else's
same
opinion.
thing.
He would then disappear. for the
We
rest
were
of the
watching
week.
different viewers.
He was what
different
some might call a man
streamers.
of action.
And we were like,
I'd say rather he was overzealous.
this is so
and chaotic.
boring. Why are there so many
So
people
after
here?
all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that. If you take into consideration
there
his
you
kind
go.
of lifestyle.
Yeah. There you go. Let's check that out. Shut up. That was a beautiful drawing. You can suck a chode. It's a beautiful drawing. Yeah, man. You know, my wife said, you know, just be honest with yourself. What is it that you're trying to achieve? And I was like, well, right now, just fun. She said, then fuck it. Just have fun. Don't matter. It doesn't matter if there's one person or nobody. You're going to be playing games anyway, right? And I was like, well, that's a good point. I'm going to be playing video games. She said, so just fucking have fun. She said, unless you want to do it professionally. And I said, well, maybe I would like to do it professionally eventually. Yeah, she said, but that's not right now. So just have fun for right now. And she was right. So if I ever get to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm ready to do this professionally, then maybe that'll change. But, you know,
You mentioned that
right now it's
Mr.
fun.
Dunn led a particular
And
lifestyle.
I think when you keep that in mind,
Well,
it
it's
kind of
no
helps a little
secret
bit.
that he enjoyed
Not to preach at you.
celebrating,
I'm just trying to
I
help because
say.
I've been there so many times.
He was
I
a
go through it
member of
lot.
the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly.
And sometimes, you know what I've noticed personally that helps me is to just change your stream a little bit. Not in terms of the content, but maybe upgrade your art. Or like I just did, if you notice, my comments are different. You know what I mean? So I totally customized my comments now. And I added a merch store with an alert for merch stores. I added a brand new cheer bit emoji. You know, things like that. That's little tiny things like that might help boost you up a little bit too. I'm also trying to fix my my camera and my stream. I bought an adapter for my GoPro, so I'm trying to turn my 4K GoPro into an actual 4K webcam. So we'll see how that works. You know.
tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety?
Good man. I'm glad I could help.
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but
It
nothing
sucks to feel
large.
like that, and I hate the way it feels. It's such a weight. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you,
It's just
Mr.
like
Hamish.
you just
We
kind
shall
of go
continue our investigation.
like that, and you're like, I don't even want to stream anymore. You know what I mean? That's me anyway. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I don't want to do
Locked.
this. You know, but the truth is, I mean, you can play video games no matter what.
Colonial Collection.
Just play the shit that you like and have fun.
Farmhouse.
Because if it's not fun, it's not worth doing.
Water Lily Greenhouse.
If it's not fun, you might as well just go to work.
Dry
You know what I mean?
Tropics.
You're like, fuck, I'm just going to go to work.
Ventilation system.
And there's so many weird streams going on right now. Have you seen sleep streams, dude?
Seed House.
Have you heard of those?
Nursery.
Well, honestly, the ones that I was watching, they didn't look like bots because they were just
Reserve.
constantly. I mean, it was just like of comments. It was just a blur of comments, completely irrational nonsense. People having their own conversations. Yeah. So the sleep stream thing.
Director's office.
There's
cloakroom,
recently
and
been
laboratory.
a thing where people actually leave their stream on while they go to sleep, right? Some of them leave their camera on so you can actually see them sleeping, which I think is bizarre. But outside of that, people have been putting like kind of a bot server on their channel so that people can come in and actually host themselves, right? So like I added a raid me command so that anybody's here can just type !raid me and it will add them to a queue. At the end of my stream, I can just send it to raid them. But other people have like a host me command where you go and if you type host me on their sleep stream, it will host your channel for an X amount of time and then kick it over, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's different shit. People doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
A map of Kew Gardens.
The only reason I bring that up is maybe there's something there you could look into in terms of doing something new if you're getting bored doing the same stuff, you know? Yeah, it might be a way to draw in some people if you just, while you're sleeping, put on something that's just a sleep stream or something. I'm kind of looking into doing it myself.
Locked.
No, I'm not going to put the fucking camera on me while I'm sleeping. Hey, check out Collaborative snoring, picking his nose, burping, and farting. No, that's not going to happen. But I might put it on just to host while I'm asleep, so that other people can come in and just host themselves or something like that.
Nursery.
Nursery. Yeah, my wife would not like that. She'd be like, "Did you just put the camera on us while we were sleeping?" She's like, "I farted." Okay, let's see what's over here. Nursery.
Nursery. Locked.
Locked. Make our way through this. We're gonna
Locked.
find something that's open eventually.
Seed House.
I know, right?
There is a smell of burning.
You'd have to have something entertaining in the background. I'm not sure exactly what I would do to do that. Hey, don't do that. Don't do a white cloth. To make sure it's colored. The reason is if you do a white cloth, it'll knock out everything white. So it's like if you smile, your teeth will disappear, and so will the whites of your eyes. You know what I mean? So it's like it'll knock out all the white, unless you're jaundice. Don't do it!
Seed House.
But you can do it with any colored. Yeah, you can do it with any colored cloth, though. Any color, doesn't matter what the color is. It could be bright purple, it could be whatever you want. Usually the brighter colors or the primaries seem to work the best. Yeah.
A ventilation
Stupid,
system.
doing stupid shit.
It should regulate the temperature of
Sorry,
the
man, I'm here
staff
for you.
buildings. A water tank.
Oh, really? Yeah, so that usually has to do with color, because it's nighttime where I'm at right now. So what I have is I have 3 panels of a diffused light pointing at me. I have a center panel that's turning light on, and I have a quarter panel there and a quarter panel there. So I have light and light. And then I have a small light back here. Let me turn it off real quick, see if it makes a difference. Right there, see, now it's off. Which adds a little bit of diffused light behind me so that I don't get that black in between my arm there. And that tends to light the green screen. The other thing I do is I turn on if you go into your camera, you can add filters. I add a pre-filter, and the pre-filter adjusts all the light. So watch this. This is going to get really fucking ugly. You ready? So here's my filters that I'm going to turn off. So you're going to see some ugly shit. You ready? Check this out. Bleep, bloop, bloop. Okay, so this is my actual camera right now, right? You can see my lights coming in. So the first thing I do is I turn on a color correct. And the color correct is going to brighten up because my webcam doesn't handle green. It washes everything out and makes it very gray. So I turn on my color correction. Bang! Okay, really ugly colors. Look how blue everything looks. But notice how green the back is, right? So then I turn on my chroma key. Boop. Now the background is gone for the most part. There's still a little bit of distortion, you know, like right here. It doesn't really matter all that much because I can fix that in post correction. So when I turn on my post, that's going to bring the colors back up and the highlights in my face. There we go. Boom. And then that fixes it. So that's how I'm handling it. I don't know if that helps at all, but you can create color filters and kind of just adjust the brightness. And the first thing I did was try and create something beneath the actual chroma cam that tried to change and enhance the colors to a point where the background matches. But the thing is, as soon as you do that, it fucks up all your colors and you're going to be all looking like I did. But then you can add a post filter to correct it, man. Or, you know, and there's also another thing. If you don't want to show yourself, and you might want to, I don't know if you've seen this before, Cry, but you can buy an avatar, right? So one of those little avatars that sit in the corner, and whenever you talk, their mouths move, and they sit there and they animate and move. I saw a streamer who had over 100 concurrent viewers, and his guy was like a little wolf. And he was just sitting there talking and blah, blah, blah. And the wolf was all blah, 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 blah. His name was like SS Wolf something, or, you know, don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's SS Wolf. I was thinking of SS Sniper, but who doesn't think of SS Sniper? If you don't think of SS Sniper, you're probably not a heterosexual man.
A protective mask.
Either that or you just don't know. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait, I found it. Where was it? There it is.
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn.
Mm-hmm. Somebody was trying to mask it because they're the ones
A broom
who poisoned
handle was
that
half
motherfucker.
burned.
Also, a better webcam seems to work as well. I was looking up different webcams and different reviews on them.
The symbol is not
and
from
they're
Kew
night and day
Gardens.
different, man. Like the Logitech one I have the Logitech C920. I've had it for a few years, and when I originally bought it, they said it was like one of the best streaming webcams.
The remains of a picture.
Turns out the colors are washed out and fucking not great for green screening. But you can grab like the Razer Kiyo. That is fantastic for green screening. Of course, finding one right now is very difficult.
A door handle?
But
why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire?
Because it had
the door
fingerprints on
handle to the Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Yeah.
The plants were set alight fairly recently.
So that
Some
might help
have
too,
not
a better
completely
webcam.
burned.
And some of the stuff that I was looking into, because I couldn't find a good webcam right now, because you know the COVID virus or whatever, it's hard to find anything. There is a thing called a Elgato Cam Link, which is a little device that's supposed to transform an HDMI output signal into a USB capture for your laptop or computer. So I was trying to find something similar to that I could use to transform my 4K GoPro cam into a webcam and see how that works. See if that fixes a lot of the color issues and lighting of the chroma key. Because that chroma key lighting, that shit sucks, man. It takes up all my damn time. Every time I come into stream, I can't just turn on my camera. I have to start at 30 minutes early, set up the color balances, all this other bullshit. I know, it's fucking expensive. But there's other ones. You can get knockoffs. And if you're not broadcasting at 4K, you don't need a 4K system. You can get a 720 or whatever. And you can find little Chinese knockoffs on Amazon, eBay. I forgot the exact name, but if you do a search for alternatives to Elgato Keycam or whatever. Oh, that's nice.
Dry
Mine
tropics.
reset every fucking time. This Logitech resets every fucking time. It's so annoying. We have Alien Isolation and Chill part of the stream. He put a face cover. All right, let's check it out. Do it. Pop it. Pop it. Pop it out. There we go.
Dude, I can't. Can someone
What
drop the text?
the fuck is this?
I don't know the lyrics.
What the fuck is going on?
You will pee your pants, okay?
I'm stopping. I'm sorry.
I am stopping. I am sorry. Dude, that was just fucking bizarre. That made me feel uncomfortable. It's weird. But yeah, you can do that. You can stick those little
They
avatars.
are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Yeah, there's lots of different things that people can do. You can get it all creative and inventive. All creative. But I agree with you, man. That chroma key shit, that's a fucking nightmare, man. It really is a big painal in the anal. For sure. And getting the right lighting is a big pain in the ass too. I ended up getting a really cheap good light. They have these things called Viltrox, Viltrox, and they're Viltrox LED panels. They're about this big, and they're only about $12. Yeah. Okay. Good. You were just asking. Yeah. Viltrox. Oh, wrong button. 1 second. Let me switch over. Let me find one for you real quick. Give me 1 second. Viltrox. Viltrox LED panel, I think is the name of it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so they're Viltrox LED panels, and you can find them. They range in price. You'll see 31, blah blah blah. I got mine at the complete thing for like $20. Let me see. Where can you find them? Okay, you can get them used on B&H for $19.50. I think that's where I got mine. Yeah, they range all over the price, but go for the lower ones. And what's really nice about them is that they're not just white, right? They show up as a panel, and on the back you can adjust the hue, the color, the brightness, all of that. And it stays static. It's all digital. It's got a digital readout on it, so you can see how much light you're actually kicking out. It's good stuff, man. And it's cheap, which is what I like. It's cheap. Yeah, so do a search on Google Shopping, and search for Viltrox LED panel, and you should start to see it. And you can also search eBay. eBay will have some stuff there. Let's see what you got there, Cry. Yeah, the $31.50 on B&H. I saw one that was $19 there. And yeah, they come with a standard mount on the bottom of them. That's exactly the same one I have. The exact same one. I'm looking right at it. But I got mine for like $20.
The plants were here. All of them was stolen.
It was stolen. But you're not alone, man. You know, one of the biggest problems every streamer who does chroma key has complained about is lighting inconsistency. When I was looking up, fixes for my webcam, my particular webcam, every person who uses it, who does green screen, said the exact same thing. They said, God damn it, every time I start the stream, I have to start early and go and reset all of my color balance settings because it does it automatically. They even have the software that says, don't do that, turn it off, make it so that other systems can balance it or do whatever, but it does anyway. Oh, are you starving? What time is it? Man, you ain't hungry. It's only 8 o'clock at night. All right, I'll be out there in just a minute. Let me finish this.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Do we have all the meat and everything that we need to do this? And hey, I don't know if you're interested in this, Crazy, but feel free to ping me on, well, anywhere really, but yes, it's only one panel. But you know what you can also do, dude, is if you have an old monitor of any caliber, doesn't matter what the size is, it will work. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Check this out. Actually, let me do it like this. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me give you an example. I have 8 monitors actually, but it's not the monitors. The monitors I use mostly for work. I just realized that you can stick anything white up there, like a Google search or just a blank white HTML page, and it will bring enough diffused floodlight to highlight your face. You know what I mean? But here's the key, man. If you have an old laptop or just an old broken ass monitor, it can have a crack in it. It doesn't even matter. You can pick them up on eBay for pennies, right? Get some of those, and those will work too. There's a YouTube channel called DIY. Hold on one second. Let me look it up. I learned this from this guy actually. What was his name? DIY. Yeah, I subscribed to him. I'll just find it on my main. Nope, not there. Let me find it. DIY. Where are you, dude? DIY what? DIY. Is it DIY Daily or something? He shows you how to do all this stuff. I'm gonna make my famous burgers. Shit, I can't find him now. But yeah, I mean, you can take a broken ass. Yeah, there's my shit. But you can take a broken ass. See the top one? See how it's just a web page, a white web page? You can use that. And it could be a broken monitor, and that will give you plenty of light. And then you can use the controls on the bottom of the monitor to control the dimness or brightness of it. You know what I mean? If you ever want to ping me, man, ping me on Discord. We can bounce ideas off each other, you know, back and forth. I'm always down to collaborate and learn from people, so if I can help, I'd be happy to help. You know what? I think you have to be a partner for that, and I'm nowhere near that level. You know what I mean? In terms of my followers, my viewership. My camera's losing cohesion. I think I messed with something. One second. Uno momento. See, look. See, the starting to fade out a little bit. So let me fix that real quick. I think I futzed with something when I was messing with it. I futzed with it, and That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, otherwise I totally would. I'd be happy to. That would be fun. I'm always looking for ways to grow with people and to do that. It's just very difficult. You know, Twitch does not make it easy for you to do that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can pop the similarity up a little bit. Maybe that'll reduce it. Is that a bit better? Yeah, that works. Just ran my chroma key a little higher. Yeah, totally could. Yeah, if I could, I totally would. I don't know how I would do that, though. That's the only thing. I thought about making some videos, on YouTube, and having people connect with me that way. Maybe if they can find me. But hey, look, there we go. Catch up on past streams. Hey, Hen, what's going on? All right, so my family is starving, and I have to go make burgers. So I'm gonna have to end the stream here, but I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow so we can continue this. Let me switch over to gigantic ass head mode. One moment. So, welcome back, Hen. Unfortunately, came at just the time where I was getting ready to head out. Oh, do you? So, is anybody streaming tonight? If anybody's streaming, use the raid me command right now, and I'll just send a raid your way. In the meantime, if not, then I will check you guys on the flip side tomorrow, and we will continue this because it's fun. Word. It is knocking this out. Word. Anybody streaming? No streamers? Nobody streaming right now? All right. Well, cool. Well, hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Special shout out to all my subs. You guys know who you are. I really appreciate the support. It's awesome. It helps me grow the channel and do cool stuff with it. In the meantime, have yourselves a great night. Stay safe out there. Be kind to each other. And like always, don't blame your shit. Don't blame your shit. Don't blame your shit. Don't blame yourself for the shit you can't control, aka this pandemic. All right, guys. Have a great one. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.